What's going on, guys? I'm Danny with Lanier Lawn Care, and if you are new to the Echo Means Business YouTube channel, well, make sure you check everything out around here because there are lots of great tips and tricks coming at you from lots of pros on this channel. So today I'm going to be personally showing you how I winterize my power washer for the winter. We're going to go over fuel stabilization. We're also going to go over winterizing your pump and get all that water out of there as well. So let's jump into this video. We're going to be using two products. We're going to be using the Echo Red Armor fuel treatment. Now this is going to stabilize our fuel for up to 2 years. And we're also going to be using the Echo Red Armor pump guard. This is going to push all of that water out of our pump. So next spring when we go to start it, it ain't cracked or something from leaving water in it outside in the shed over the winter time. All right, so first things first, we are going to stabilize our fuel. Now here I have a 5-gallon gas can that I have not used my stabilizer in yet. So I'm going to show you how I use this. And this is just the Echo Red Armor fuel treatment here. We'll show you this in the bottom of the screen. And what I do is I go to Walmart and I buy these small little 5-ounce measuring cups. This is what they call an Anchor Hawking or whatever. This less than $2 for one of these, and very small and very easy to use as well. So what we're going to do is for every 1/2 ounce of the fuel stabilizer, the fuel treatment here, it treats 1.25 gallons. So we have a 5-gallon here. So if you were going to do a 2.5-gallon gas can, you would want to use 1 ounce of this stuff, or for the 5-gallon gas can, we're going to use 2 ounces of this. But they make it real easy if you don't have one of the measuring cups. You can use the lid. So once you pull the lid off, 2 capfuls equals 1/2 ounce. So 8 of these would equal enough to make your 5-gallon gas can or your 5-gallon gas in your gas can stabilized for the treatment. So what we're going to do is we are going to take this and we're going to pour our 2 ounces into this jar right here, our little measuring cup. So let's do that. All right, now that we have our 2 ounces, this is what we're going to put into our 5 gallons of gas. So let's open our lid up here. Make sure you're in a ventilated area. I've got a garage door actually open. And then we're going to take this and we're going to pour it in. Now, I don't really know if this helps a lot or whatever the case may be, but what I like doing is I like giving the gas can, a little shaky shake every time. Shake it up in there. And just like that, you have now got 5 gallons of stabilized fuel that you're not going to have to worry about next year of going bad over the winter. So I like doing this before my season's up. Usually I know when it's time, the season's starting to slow down, so I will start stabilizing my fuel and all of my equipment just to make it simplified to where I don't have to go through and do anything. Now, if you have fuel in your power washer already, you may want to unhook your fuel line and get that out of the system, put some fresh fuel in there that is stabilized, and then hook your power washer or your equipment up. If it needs to be like this, needs to be hooked up to a water outlet and because it's a wet pump, and then run it for about 5 to 10 minutes. Let that new gas get into there to where you're not going to have to worry about it gumming up your carburetor or making your needle stick or something in your carb. All right, so now that we've got our fuel stabilizer in our system, I always come over to the fuel valve and I'll close this off. And now we can move on to our pump. All right, so all power washers have 2 things. They have an inlet and an outlet. Now your inlet is where you would hook your water hose up to, and then your outlet is where you would hook your wand up to, so it sprays out. So your water comes in this side, this is your inlet, and then the water comes out of this side right here. So what we want to do is we want to take our pump card, and so we can't really mess this up. They've even threaded this for us, and we're going to hook this up to our inlet on this power washer, and then it's as simple as opening the cap up, boop, and then we pull the trigger on here, and that's going to put and push the water that is in this pump out the outlet. So let's hook this up, show you how to exactly do this. All right, so the first thing we're going to need is, you can do this outside as well. If you do it inside in your garage or something, I suggest doing it in a very well ventilated area, and then you're going to need, you know, a couple, probably just a quart, but I use a 2 quart, so I ain't got to worry about it too much. Just jug here, and that's what I'm going to put over this to push the water out into. So first step first, we are going to take this and we are going to screw it on to our pump. Now once that's done, we're going to take some napkins and put over here, so when everything blows out of this, I can, you know, wipe this off and clean it up a little bit. So napkins around, or a rag, some sorts like that. Then we are just going to take our jug, we're going to put it over this area once we open this to pull the trigger. So let's go ahead, open this and pull the trigger, show you what happens. Now this is going to pretty much push all of the water out of this pump and into this. So flip the top, and then we're going to use this, and let's pull the trigger. Here we go. All right, so it stopped. We are all done. All right, now that we have ran our pump guard out and pushed all of that water out of our pump, we can unhook and then dispose of your can and be done with that. Wipe everything down if you did make a little mess, like, you know, some splattered back up here, and you are all done. Now your pump is winterized, and you are ready to stick it out in your garage or shed to where you do not have to worry about this bad boy freezing, because they are very, very expensive. All right, so that's going to do it for the video, and hopefully this helped you. If you are interested, you can also go check out a lot of the lineup that Echo Red Armor has to offer. Anything from lubricating your hedge trimmers, to lubricating your trimmers, oil, fuel stabilizers, hand scrub. This thing has way more than one use, I promise you. And a whole lineup of products. So you can go check that out at echo-usa.com. Until then, thanks for watching the Echo Means Business YouTube channel. And I am Danny. I will see you in the next one.